Hey there, hi, hello, welcome back to another exciting Borderlands 3 build. I have not made a video in a hot second, so I'm trying out something new. If it doesn't sound good, I'll try something new in the next video. Today we have a very exciting Zane build, if you think that'll tickle your fancy. The focus of this build is just going to be on running really fast and just tanking the absolute hell out of your frame rate. Like, I play the game on the PS5 performance mode. It's like 120 FPS. This shit still lags my game. It's fucking crazy. As with all my builds, the gear's not really that important. You can use whatever the hell you want. I do have a couple suggestions you might want to take into consideration, but ultimately, at the end of the day, it's all about what you want to use. I'm just giving you suggestions. The guns I'm using, the slow hand, the conference call, I'm not actually using those. They're just there in my inventory to look pretty. My main shit, though, is the plasma coil. This thing is a fucking monster. Like, you don't even need any skills or anything to use this gun. It's just that ridiculously strong that you could literally play the game with just that, and you would do perfectly fine. It's a fucking ridiculous monster of a gun. And also, it happens to have the Mantis Cannon anointment on it, which, is pretty nice. Moving on, the Butcher. I do occasionally use the Butcher. Really fun weapon when you feel like not playing the game. You just feel like looking in the general direction of the enemy, and you'll probably shoot something. The Madcap, it's a shield. I don't really care about it. It's gonna do what a shield does. Any other thing that it does is superfluous. The Hex, I don't use grenades. You know that by now. I especially don't use grenades on Zane. I really just have this for the cryo anoint, where it gives you bonus cryo damage when you use your action skill. And I'm playing a Zane, so I'm always using my action skill. There's never not a single millisecond where I am not using an action skill. Stop me if you've heard this one before. I'm playing Zane, right? And I'm using the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge and the Seeing Dead. Crazy, mind-blowing shit, I know, right? I try to be different with my builds. I try to use stuff that you won't see in a thousand other YouTube videos, but like the results are undeniable, really. Like the Pearl and the Seeing Dead, they get results. They're like LeBron and Steph. I think that's a right metaphor, whatever. It's like peanut butter and jelly. There, white person metaphor. It's undeniable. They get the job done, especially the Seeing Dead. Like, I think if you did like 100 Zane builds, like 75 of them would use a Seeing Dead as the class mod. It's just that good. It is the Zane class mod. And it's really funny that it's locked behind the DLC, as most of the good shit in this game is. The Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge is locked behind the Hammerlock DLC. I think the Plasma Coil is I think you get it from Arms Race. I honestly don't remember off the top of my head. I'll find out in post, whatever. But one thing I've come to learn about this game, everything that is good is a DLC. All the best relics, all the best shields, all the best weapons, all the best class mods are DLC. A lot of the best skills are DLC. Gearbox, you are very funny. You make me laugh. But moving on to the skills. We're going to be focusing on the blue tree and the orange tree and a little bit of the purple tree. I don't know why I'm talking like this. The action skills we're going to be using the Mantis Cannon and the Clone. If you feel like using something else, go right ahead. I will not stop you. Let's go ahead and start with the blue tree. We're going to put 5 into violent speed and put 5 into violent momentum. Like I said, this build is about running super duper mega fast. So, you might want to get some skills that make your run really fast. Violent speed, violent momentum. If you're going to run really fast, you might as well profit off of it and get some extra gun damage, you know? We're going to put 3 in salvation. We're going to put 3 in cool hand. You can put these, honestly, anywhere you want. If you want to put 5 in salvation and nothing in cool hand, go right ahead. I'm honestly just doing these to move down the tree. Plus, they're just nice little bonuses. A little extra reload speed, a little extra life steal. Like, honestly, 1 out of 5 in salvation is more than enough to keep you alive in Mayhem 11. It's just because you're doing a ridiculous amount of damage at all times. Seeing red, take that. Who remembers when this was Zane's capstone in his blue tree? Because I do. I remember that. I'm old. This skill is pretty much, like, essential. If you do 100 Zane builds, 100 of those builds are going to have Seeing red in there. It just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how you're playing, what you're doing, you are going to have this skill in there because it's like the centerpiece of Zane's entire playstyle. Oh shit, oops. Violent Violence, just put 5 into that. A little extra fire rate, never hurt nobody. Nice little bonus to have. I'm not really crazy about playing dirty. If you want to take it over Violent Violence, you go ahead. You do you. 3 in Good Misfortune. This shit is actually kind of crazy. Like, this is basically unlimited action skill duration when you are using the Seeing Dead. Because you're always going to be using, or you're always going to be activating kill skills when you shoot an enemy, because that's what the Seeing Dead does. And then you're just going to have unlimited action skill duration. So you're going to have your clone forever. You're going to have your drone forever. You're going to have your shield forever if you're using the fucking shield for some godforsaken reason. Death follows close. Just round out the skill tree. This is nice buffs to your kill skills. Make them all stronger. Make you stronger. Make you have a better day. Moving on to the orange tree. Drop 5 in Synchronicity. Just a little extra gun damage. Never hurt nobody. 5 in Donnybrook. A little extra health regeneration. That never hurt nobody, you know? I'm going to put 1 in Quick Breather, 1 in Fractal Frags, 3 in Prey Munitus. Because we need to move down the tree, and I'm not super crazy about Borrowed Time or Duct Tape mod. That's just me, though. You do what you want to do. Definitely put 3 in Supersonic Man. You always want a little bit more running speed. Do 1 in Old You. Do 2 in Pocket Full of Grenades. Old You, I honestly forget that I have that skill. I just never think about using it in, like, the off chance that I go into Fight for Your Life. Because I honestly never really go into Fight for Your Life with this build. And on the off chance I do, like, I never have the clone out for some reason. I don't know. I just always forget that I have it. But we need to move down the tree, so I guess in the very niche situation that you would find yourself down and also your clone is out, it would come in handy. Boom Enhance. If you're not going to be using grenades, you might as well put them towards something. Make your clone a little bit stronger. Like a Ghost, put 3 into that so we can move down the tree, because I'm not really crazy about Trick of the Light. And then Double Barrel, so your clone can have your own gun, so you can have 2 plasma coils and just fucking annihilate everything in the game. Moving on to the purple tree. I'm not really crazy about the purple tree. I think it's just alright, the most alright out of all of the DLC trees. It adds the Mantis Cannon. The Mantis Cannon is, like, the only real good thing this skill tree has going for it. The Mantis Cannon is just such a fucking ridiculous action skill that I can't imagine using anything else. We're going to drop 3 in Renegade, and then 2 in Mana Focus, just to move down the tree. 5 in Headsman's Hand, and 5 in Commitment. I'm not going to do Fugitive because I just don't think running and shooting at the same time feels good. If they had like omnidirectional movement, maybe, but I'm just not crazy about it. And then these last 3 you can put wherever. Honestly, you don't need to put them in the purple tree. You can put them wherever the hell you want. I really just did this so I could move down the purple tree so we could get Colder Shoulder and No Way Out for our Mantis Cannon augments. Colder Shoulder, I am a really big fan of, and also there's like really no other good augments for the Mantis Cannon that I have available because there's not enough points to get Proliferation. Like, see, you put 3 in Domino Effect, there's not enough to get Proliferation, which I'm a little bit sad about, but whatever. Colder Shoulder, I like it. I think it's good at freezing enemies. No Way Out, I'm not crazy about the pulling thing where it pulls enemies towards you. I'm really just taking this because it makes enemies take more damage from you, which is always nice. Oh, and speaking of augments, for the clone, you can honestly use whatever. I use Digital Distribution and Schadenfreude. You know, just if you get hurt, get some boo-boos. Those actually didn't happen. It's fake news. Liberal hoax. The clone got boo-boos. So yeah, that's the build. I will cut to some gameplay here in a second. I would like to do more Borderlands 3 builds. I feel like I'm becoming very knowledgeable about this game. I'll probably do Flak next. I have a really cool build in mind for him. And then I'll do Moze, I guess, and that's because I don't really like playing as Amara. That's just me. Oh, by the way, this build is tested for Mayhem 11. That is what I play on, and I've had really no difficulty with it. So if you want to play on literally anything else, go right ahead, because it is tested on Mayhem 11. Closing thoughts? I don't have any. Make sure you take a shower, make sure you smell good, make sure you practice personal hygiene, brush your teeth, put on deodorant, make sure you're not a stank-ass bitch. Good night.
Let's go another fucking round! Crash some shit! Run! Be distracted, will ya? Another! Somebody revealed! It's possible you picked the wrong battle! What can I do for you? Grenade! Move! That was so good, it made me want to fucking explode!
You must be Joe.